Hello to you all, and let me offer my welcome to this year's 2021 Oklahoma Association of Conservation Districts annual meeting. Even though in this time of COVID we are not able to meet as we have in years past, this virtual meeting is the next best option. A year ago I really had no idea what a virtual meeting would be, but here we are. We've all learned more than we care to about Zoom meetings, about team meetings, about social distancing, and on and on. So much has happened in the last 12 months. We've all had to learn to adapt and to innovate and to make the best of what really has been a challenging time for us all. But it really is an honor for me to be asked to be a part of your annual meeting. Director Lamb offered me the invitation, asked me to share a few thoughts, and I'm very happy to do that. I'll briefly give a little bit of my background. I was born and raised on a farm in Kingfisher County. Still have the family farm there out east of Kingfisher. I attended a now closed little rural school called Big Four School. Big Four closed in the late 70s, but I did go there for 8 years and finished my high school at Kingfisher High School. On our family farm, we raised cattle, we raised crops, predominantly wheat. Also had a cow-calf operation and a dairy for several years. Growing up, along with my brother and sister, I was very active in 4-H, showed sheep, and also was expected to be involved in a lot of the other 4-H activities when I was growing up, so I consider that a big part of my background when I was growing up. Following high school at Kingfisher, I attended Southeastern Oklahoma State University. That's where I received my Bachelor of Science degree. My wife, Vicki, and I have been married for 42 years. We have 2 children. From those 2 children, we now have 6 grandchildren. We have 4 little girls and 2 little boys. So Vicki is now she's retired from teaching and doing what she did in education. She's now full-time grandmother to those 4 little girls and those 2 little boys. So I'm very blessed in a lot of ways. My Senate career began in 2014 when I was elected to represent Senate District 26. District 26 is the second largest district in the state, only behind District 27, which is the Panhandle and much of northwest Oklahoma. District 26 includes all or parts of 6 counties. It includes Kingfisher County, Blaine County, Caddo County, part of Custer County, and then all of Beckham and Roger Mills counties. And as big as the district is, the makeup will certainly change after the redistricting takes place later this year. According to the recent census, my district, like much of western Oklahoma, my district is down about 6% in population. So I do look for those boundaries in my Senate district to change. As I said, I was elected in 2014, so I'm now in my 7th session in the Senate. I'll talk just a little bit about my committee assignments in the Senate. Currently I'm assigned to committees in Energy, Appropriations Committee, Judiciary Committee, Public Safety Committee, and the Senate Rules Committee, and I serve as the chairman of the Rules Committee. In addition to those committees, I also serve as chairman of the Senate Rural Caucus, and I'm also the chairman of the Appropriations Subcommittee on Natural Resources. It's that subcommittee that oversees the budgets for 13 different state agencies, including the Oklahoma Conservation Commission. This is my 3rd year to chair the Natural Resources Subcommittee, and prior to that I served as vice chairman to then Senate Chairman and my good friend Senator Ron Justice. Like many experiences in the state that I've had, my involvement with the Conservation Commission has been a learning experience, and I do continue to learn more about the Commission, conservation districts, and all their responsibilities. While the Commission's duties really are very broad, I'll briefly discuss a couple, and that's the Upstream Flood Control Program and the Field Services Division. A few statistics that I'll share. There are currently over 2,100 flood control dams in the state. Those 2,100 dams represent an infrastructure of over $2 billion, and those structures have an annual economic impact to the state of $91 million. It's the Conservation Commission, working along with the Natural Resources Conservation Service, NRCS, and the conservation districts that continue to protect this very valuable investment of the taxpayers of Oklahoma. It's the Conservation Commission that offers the technical and some of the financial support to maintain these high hazard dams and protect the safety of our citizens. Another important part of the operation of the Conservation Commission is to support the state's 84 conservation districts. The Commission provides funds to help with supporting the, personnel at all the districts, and also to help finance the district office's operations. those districts and their boards and their employees are really the front lines of where the mission of the commission is accomplished. When it comes to budgeting, oftentimes we can leverage our state dollars to receive natural federal funding to help bring some of our federal dollars back to Oklahoma. Director Lamb and his staff are very good about recognizing those matching opportunities. Going forward, it's my goal to continue to support the mission of the agency, to communicate to my colleagues, and generally it's the urban colleagues at the legislature, of the very critical function of the Conservation Commission and their important duties. I see it as my responsibility also to help to see that proper funding is provided that will enable the Commission to perform their duties. I should mention that my counterpart in the State House of Representatives is Representative Carl Newton. Many of you probably know Representative Newton. He and I work together throughout the year with the Conservation Commission on their budget, which will become a part of the overall budget for the next fiscal year. Again, it's unfortunate that we're not able to take part in a typical annual meeting like we're all used to, but I do want to thank Director Lamb and his staff for what they do, and to all the district employees and boards for their hard work. I've been able to meet many of you during my time in the Senate, whether it's been at these annual meetings or at different district events throughout the state. And I want to encourage you, like I always try to feel free to contact me anytime at the Senate office if I can be of service. And I know that it's customary at your annual meetings to recognize individuals and families across the state for some of their accomplishments. If that's a part of this year's virtual meeting, to those honorees and their families, let me add my congratulations to you for your award, and thank you for your contributions to our great state. Thank you, Director Lamb and Brian Painter, for extending this invitation to me. It's really my honor to address this group, and I do want to thank each of you for all of your hard work and what you do for our great state. Thank you.